I'd go out on my own at first.
The father of a grooming gang victim, retracing the steps he took when he desperately searched for his missing daughter.
My heart would be beating like mad at this bit. And it still sort of is, believe it or not, because it's just like deja vu. And you'd be just hoping that this time will be the time I catch. I'm in the act, you know, of somebody talking to her, somebody trying to coerce her into the car or anything.
We're keeping him anonymous for legal reasons. Over 8 months, his daughter was regularly going missing from children's homes in Oldham, being driven away by groups of men. Her father would search for her and for the gangs who were exploiting her.
Well, at first, for the first couple of nights, it was like 5-6 hours. But I'd come out at 7 o'clock at night. I was just anxious all the time. You'd start looking up every street.
One night, while looking for her with his friends, they noticed a girl in the window of a derelict home. 20 years later, John took us back to the building. He hadn't been there since the night of the search.
A friend of mine, he turned around and said, "There's somebody out that window."
They stormed the building. 4 South Asian men were in the front room.
I was then shouting to my daughter's name going up the stairs, hoping that it was my daughter. Sat at the top of the stairs, could see somebody in the bedroom, and I'm telling her that she's safe and all the rest of it. I couldn't think what to say to her. I said, "You're all right, no one's going to hurt you. You're safe, the police are coming, you know, you'll be all right." She come a bit closer and I realised it weren't my daughter. And I told her that we'll look after her, we'll keep her safe. And she came and she sat just out my arm's reach. And I said, "Have you got a phone number that you know that somebody can come and get you?" And she gave me a phone number. We phoned the phone number. Her dad answered, and he was here within, 5-10 minutes. The police were literally 5 minutes behind him. She got reunion back with her dad, and everything was great. The police took the 4 men into custody and went off with them. Someone came and locked it all up, and we're still sat mulling around. I'm really upset because it weren't my daughter. I so much wanted it to be. It'd be over.
But you'd been a hero to somebody else's daughter. You saved her.
It don't count. I know it should, but it don't. But it's your daughter that's still out there. You don't know what's happening to her.
Jade, not her real name, said she was abused by dozens of men after she was groomed by the gangs.
When they put something in my drink and then 4 people raped me.
4 people?
Yeah. And I still speak to one of the guys that took me around them, which is a bit messed up.
Do you remember trying to get help at the time?
Yeah, they just didn't believe none of us. I met some of the families though. Like I met the wives, the mothers, the kids. Which is a bit messed up now I think of it, but...
So some of the men who were abusing you were married?
Mm-hmm.
Did they have children themselves?
Yeah.
Did you ever... What was it like meeting them?
They're awkward. They just told him that I was a girl that was working at the restaurant.
Did any of them ever speak to you about what was going on?
Yeah, one of the girls asked me how come my daddy brings loads of girls back. She was only 2 years younger than me, this girl.
These abusive men, many of them fathers, would use violence to keep Jade quiet.
Yeah, I've been dangled off top story flat, like balcony. I've been dangled off by my feet by that trigger guy.
So they were violent as well?
Yeah.
It wasn't just him who experienced violence, they were physically threatening beyond just sexually abusing you?
Yes,
as well.
I've been tied up and everything. Been stripped naked, tied up, put in a boot, taken to the moors. They threw stone up my window at the care home, told me to come out, so I climbed out the window. And I come down, and then he was trying to on me and I was having none of it, and he took me to a house where there was 2 other girls there and some guys, and these girls were crying and stuff, and I had to tell them to calm down. But I let them out, and because I let them out, they stripped me naked and tied me up.
Were there lots of other situations like that?
Yeah, loads. Oh, I can't remember most of them, I block them out.
There were just so many traumatising situations?
Mm-hmm. To the point where I just had to block it out, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to live my life.
Did they regularly give you drink and drugs?
Yeah, all the time. They even still try and do it now.
So even now, almost 20 years on, they're still targeting you?
Yeah, and these are they're still same people.
Do you have much confidence that the people who were violent and sexually assaulted you might face justice at some point?
Well, no. Do I? I'm pretty sure that these have got away with it for life. And they've got other people doing it, so other people are still going to carry on doing this. This is never going to end.
Do you remember roughly how many men you encountered?
85 men. I counted every single one of them.
85 men abused during that period?
Yeah. 85 men. In the space of 3 years.
And you still see them out and about in town?
Yeah.
What are they like when they encounter you?
They put the head down. Oh, well, some of them are like, hey, you alright? I'm like, yeah, you.
Do you feel safe?
Yeah. I ain't scared enough of me. I don't get scared of much. Unless it's a spider.
When you reflect on how badly it's been for your daughter being targeted over so many years by gangs of men, and when you also look at how bad you say this problem is, not only just in the north but around the country, what was your reaction when the government voted against a public inquiry into the grooming gang scandal?
It's just a massive cover-up. They're protecting their own jobs, that's all it is. I think if people knew what was going on their doorstep and they could actually see it, it turned your stomach. The councils turn a blind eye to it, the police turn a blind eye to it. If anybody's turned around and turned a blind eye to it, I want them to be prosecuted. I want justice for my daughter. I want it stopped dead. And I want the people who are responsible to stand in court, and if they have to serve time, it'll serve them right. Perhaps they'll realise that their life can be ruined like mine has. Because I've got no left. They've took everything from me. Took my daughter. Can't take more than that.
Charlie Peters, GB News, Oldham.